Hi crafty family. Today I am sharing my swap from Bren. In February, we decided that we would exchange vintage papers since she and I both love vintage papers. In addition to that, we decided to add a monthly memory dex card to our swaps. So this is the memory dex card that Bren made for me. It's a beautifully stitched heart pocket with a little shaker on the front, and it's just so stinking cute. We decided they don't have to be functional. They can just be little individual pieces of art, just in whatever way that we wanted to make them. So I thought this was absolutely adorable, and I'm thrilled to add it to my collection. So Bren and I both are obsessed with vintage papers. I buy way too much of it. I have things that I just love that are vintage papers that I will never use in a project, and then I have stuff that I use in projects. And we just decided that we would share some of that because both of us have probably way more than we will ever use in our lifetime. So the first thing that I found here is some paper that I can just include in my journals, and there's that yellowy paper is a really tiny grid pattern that I've never seen before, so that was pretty exciting. And here's the cutest little Cinderella book that has some vintage, like the vintage style of colors on it, that's really cute. And then this is a really neat piece. I don't know what it was about the railroads. I guess they were a big deal, which makes a lot of sense back then. But there's so much vintage paper that has to do with the railroads. And this is just a beautiful piece that looks like it has some tickets or coupons or something on the front that I'll have to look at a little more carefully. And here are some receipts, just some paperwork, and all of this I was looking at dates as I went through, and it's all is paper that has to do with this dating from the 1800s to the 1950s. And I thought it was so funny, dodging a divorce. I love old music paper, especially the back pages. It's got the smaller samples on there for people. Tickets packets are always my favorite. Beautiful checks, and look at that Hershey's bag with that Hershey's bag is just so cool. I love these magic zip kind of packaging from sewing, and then some envelopes. She included several envelopes in there. And then I thought this was really kind of cool, the way that there's all these tables on there. That was really neat. My dad, he just passed away, and he bought, I think, like 75 of those automatic piano player, I forget, player piano, because we have a player piano in our family that's been passed down through several generations. And so that was fun to receive that. I'll have to put that into the player piano next time I go to my parents' house and listen to it and see what it sounds like. So this little box, I'm assuming that Bren made it, and I'm super curious about how she made that tape look all vintagey. And there's all kinds of goodies in here. First, there was a little bit of sewing stuff, then some slides, a Viewmaster. The Viewmaster is Mount Rainier, which is pretty cool. I'm excited to like put that in my Viewmaster and take a look, because in Washington State, we don't call Mount Rainier anything but the mountain. We're like, the mountain is out. It's kind of a interesting thing about where we live. And I loved this little recipe book because it's just stuff from famous editors from magazines, and I thought that was really cool. And then I don't have one of those Gold Bond, well, I mean, I have one now. And then she just passed along a bunch of coupons that are really, really neat. She told me she had lots of coupons, and she passed me some beautiful examples of that, and some postcards, and then some receipt papers. All in all, I feel like I got the better end of the trade. So thank you, Bren, so much. And I hope you enjoyed checking us out. And I hope that you also love vintage papers and are saving them, because they are so easy to recycle and throw away. But paper is one of those things that really shows a sign of the times and is so beautiful to look at. Have a wonderful day, friends.